Let's talk about those real victims. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am a recovering alcoholic. I'm still sober, and I'm still enjoying each and every single day. I've never met somebody who's ever regretted getting clean and sober. I want to call out a couple special birthdays today. First and foremost, Greg B. Today is his birthday. He turns another year older than me. He's older than me, so another year older than me. Greg, happy birthday. Wish you all the best. And somebody you guys might recognize, you've seen her here on the Recovery Classroom Morning Monologues, Deborah B. She has been around the sun 20 times, twice. And I'll let you do that math. So Deb, happy birthday. Please be sure to hit Joey instead of me. But in all seriousness, we want to wish you guys both the very best here on your special day. I was on Facebook yesterday. I saw on the topic card, this topic was brought up, and I was like, we hardly ever talk about this in the recovery community. And who are the real victims? Who are the real victims of my alcoholism, of your addiction? Who are they? For many years, I thought I was the victim, right? We all have that victim mentality, right? But by default, it made sense because, well, hell, the medical community says alcoholism, that addiction is a disease. So I have this disease that I didn't ask for. So by default, by definition, I am the victim. That's what I thought, even when I was actively drinking. And even when I got sober, even after I got sober at first, I still thought of myself as the victim of this disease that I didn't ask for. Thank God I don't think of myself as a victim anymore. I learned early on that I wasn't a victim. No. See, I was an active, willing participant in my alcoholism. I made the choice to pick up that drink time and time again. So who were the victims? The people that mattered most to me, my wife, my kids, my family members, my dogs, the people that I held nearest and dearest to my heart, they were the true victims. Up until that point, for the first 16 years of mine and my wife's marriage, my kids, they only had to deal with one alcoholic parent. And my wife would tell me, she's a nurse, she would always come home and tell me, look, you need to stop. She would tell me about all the bad effects, ill health effects that alcohol would cause on my body. And she would always say, don't you love your family enough? Just stop for your family. Don't you love me and the kids enough to stop for us? And I'd always tell her, no, see, you're not one of us. You don't understand. It's a lot more difficult than that. And I would always try to explain it to her because she didn't understand it. She wasn't one of us yet. In 2019, my wife became alcoholic. So for the first 16 years, my wife is on the outside looking in, watching me destroy myself. And then my wife stepped in and my wife started destroying herself while I'm destroying myself. Now, at this point, my kids not only have one alcoholic parent, but two alcoholic parents. So yeah, tell me again how our children, the people that matter most to us, aren't the victims. Our kids had to live through that. And it's something that, yeah, it sucks that we can't go back and change it, but we can change what we do going forward. That's exactly what my wife and I have done. I'm in a especially unique position though, because as I said, the first 16 years of our marriage, I was the professional alcoholic. There was a couple years that my wife and I both drank together, which was very toxic. Holy shit, it was toxic. But then in July of 21, I decided to get sober and I stepped on the other side of that. So I actually saw the other side because whenever I got sober, my wife continued to drink. So now I'm on the outside looking in, watching her destroy herself, watching the effect and the toll it was taking on our kids. I got to see the same thing my wife saw for the first 16 years of our marriage. I got to see it on the other side. And finally, by the grace of God, my wife and I were both clean and sober, and we've been able to go through and repair that damage, but it took time. We've been able to go through, we couldn't fix it. Obviously can't go back in the past and change the stupid shit we did and the horrible actions that we took whenever we were actively drinking. We can't change it, but we can change what we do going forward. For those of you that may be on the outside looking in, watching somebody you love and care about destroy themselves, there's a couple of things I want to point out to you. I want to at least suggest to you anyway, if nothing else. First and foremost, do not enable them. Alcoholics and drug addicts, those suffering from addiction, we are master manipulators, man. And we know how to take advantage of kindness. We mistake kindness for weakness, and we know how to exploit that. You want to be sure not to enable them. And if you do have someone in your life that is even making the slightest bit of effort at trying to get clean and sober, you want to be there to support them and encourage them along the way, but be careful not to cross the line to enabling them. The second thing, and this is probably really just as important, is you have to be patient. This is somebody you care about, somebody you love. It might be a mom or a dad or a child, a sibling, a spouse, somebody you actually care about. Be patient. I know it's tough. I know it's very, again, I've experienced it firsthand. My wife experienced it firsthand. We get it. Be patient. Don't enable them. But the second you see them make even the slightest bit of effort towards achieving and starting that new life, that new sober lifestyle, be willing to match that effort that they're putting in. And I want to be very clear about match the effort that they're putting forth. But you got to be careful not to cross that line into enabling them by any means. I know my kids and I, whenever we were going to treatment centers, my kids will actually come into treatment centers. My youngest daughter and my son would come in and talk to other people. And maybe one of these days I'll try to capture one of my kids long enough for them to come on here and share what it was like for you. It's very rewarding. I know it seems trying. I know it seems tough at times. It's very rewarding, though, to know that, hey, I can set all that stuff that happened in the past. I can set it on the shelf and I can start anew. And I can tell you, I'm walking, talking, living proof. I've made some of the best memories of my life just within the last 5 years of my life, all because I made the choice to get clean and sober. So with that being said, I'm out of time. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. If you like the content of these video monologues, please feel free to like and share on your own social media pages and along with your friends. So we'll be talking again soon. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.